All right, so I'm Piper Carter, and I am the co-founder of the Foundation of Women in Hip Hop. That's who I am.
I am Nina Payne. I am the owner of Foundation Management, and Piper Carter is one of my clients. And the events that we do together include the Foundation of Women in Hip Hop event.
My name is Sola Obayan. I'm Principal Consultant at BTO Solutions. We're an integrated digital marketing consultancy. One of our sister brands, Go Social Detroit, is running the social and promo for the upcoming Foundation event with Rhapsody. So I'm really excited to get on board for that.
Okay, so initially the Foundation of Women in Hip Hop was an event. And it was a weekly open mic, and it occurred at the 5E Gallery, of which I was a co-owner, and it was in Corktown, and it was a gathering of women and people from the community to come celebrate uplifting women's voices in hip-hop and all the elements of hip-hop. And then eventually we became a collective as we started to grow and as more artists started to come, and we started to be able to service people, if you will. And then now I'm no longer with the 5E Gallery anymore. And so it has grown into what will be a business, a social enterprise. Yep. And that is a combination of a for-profit entity and a nonprofit entity that does artist development, management, events, and other kinds of things like that uplift women's voices. And this summer, we will be doing Detroit's first Women in Hip Hop conference inside the Allied Media Conference. And so our goal is to have this conference be an annual conference where we get to teach women about being independent artists and business people in hip hop. So that's the long and short of it.
If you could rename one word after one Detroiter, what would it be and why?
Wow.
It's got to be Berry Gordy, but he always just has a street, huh? She said he left us. It was the mom. The mom chased him away. He had to go.
Gotta stick in here. That's a really good question.
Wow. We have Rosa Parks.
We do.
We do have Rosa Parks.
If
We
they
do have
already
Berry
got the
Gordy
name,
Street
it doesn't
too.
mean nothing. I'm pretty
I was
sure
gonna
have another
say-
street.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
I like Berry
We need a
Gordy,
And it
Aretha.
doesn't have to be a collective answer either.
Oh,
Yeah, Aretha Franklin.
we're brainstorming here.
Yeah, you need Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Avenue.
You
She
need
doesn't have
that.
a street yet?
She's still with us. Okay, wait, I give you the street
She
too
still
fast.
has a house here.
Yeah.
But
She's still here.
But she needs a street name.
Yeah, right? Is that okay?
Freaking national. I mean,
She needs a street name. She needs a street.
Yeah, I think
Aretha.
not that we have to agree, but I think we are.
Yeah, let's go,
gotta be a
Aretha.
woman.
It's gotta be. Come on, Aretha Franklin. Respect. She put it down for us.
Mama got on speed dial. It's Aretha.
I mean, and she's a major artist that people sample, right? For
absolutely.
hip hop, and
Years
she's
and
a,
years and years.
and she put it down. She is a foundation of women in hip hop.
Yup.
I agree. Yeah.
I think we agree
Thanks,
on that.
Sola. Yeah, thanks.
Aretha Franklin. Aretha, call us. Oh wow. That's a good question. When Piper had 5E Gallery, she also used to host showcases during the week, and my company, I manage artists, events, projects.
Please share some of them.
I've done a lot of things, and so artists would be. I've worked with everyone from Kim to now Eric Benet to one of my own groups, Hot Sauce, to Nephew Tommy with Steve Harvey, and on and on and on.
And El Renee.
I work with people who I enjoy to be around and who I'm a fan of. And so that's how I decide to work with different artists and people. I work with business owners, hence like Piper. So we work on her development and her ideas and turning her ideas into businesses and developing her as with all of the other skills that she'll never even talk about that people don't even understand that she has. So we're working on honing on those. So people and then projects. I was able to work on the development of the Detroit Police Museum, for instance, which was, non-existent, and I was able to be the project manager to develop a museum of all the Detroit police artifacts since 1820 something. So those types of projects, and then events. And so I
Mac and Third.
Large events, 50,000 people events, or 10-person events. It just kind of depends. Corporate clients, artists, film festivals, art exhibits, all different types of eclectic events. And generally those events all have a purpose. I like to work with events that are in some way enhance or inspire someone. But the big thing that drew me in, outside of Piper had a venue that you could bring your artists and they could showcase in front of people and hone their skills, and we could grab some great video and I could use that to help the artists grow. I'm really a Piper fan. I really fell in love with her idealisms and her stance about what she believes in, and she's infectious in bringing people together. She has a skill for putting people together to make these teams and make things happen, and she keeps me grounded in the community. I don't think I would be involved in the community as much if it wasn't for Piper, so I keep her close to keep me grounded.
So Piper and I have known each other for a while, connected during the Obama campaign. Young Detroiters for Obama was an organization that we were both linked into. And then afterwards, Piper actually spoke at an event that I hosted called Social Media Day Detroit last June, end of June. And we had a very inclusive discussion about where Detroit is headed and how tech can really aid that transformation. So, and this is probably one of the skill sets that Nina touched on that Piper won't usually share is her passion for STEAM and for educating youth about STEAM and for giving them access that they might not have. So this is where I got to know more about her passions. And sorry, was that a question?
What is STEAM?
STEAM stands for, is it science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
Yeah.
Okay. All together now.
So the A is a newer addition to it,
right,
but
STEM.
it really it's a more broad and lots of youth can definitely be plugged in with the arts involved, without forgetting and leaving the arts aside. So.
And she came in for Dilla Youth Day to help us and support us with that, like gratis.
Which is another event that we do.
So that was really awesome.
Yeah, we did
every February, by the way.
Dilla Youth Day, yes.
Yeah.
And that is where Piper really gets to provide youth with this STEAM access and education and exposure. And a lot of children leave there really touched by the education that they've learned and even develop a new career path or an idea for a career, a new idea for a career. So it's a very...
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start with Sola.
I had a question.
Sola is so awesome because literally she only came in to support minimally. However, there was so much work.
She didn't know she was getting herself into.
It's been fun.
There was so much work that needed to be done. And what I appreciate about Sola is she was like, there's a lot of work here that needs to be done. How about this? But what was really awesome, because Nina's the same way, and she's like, how about this? And she just came in with all these really, really, really wonderful ideas, like stuff I wouldn't have thought of. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do that, all of it. Sure.
We're gonna be doing some fun stuff with the Women in Hip Hop Conference and concert. First, we'll have some periscoping and live video streaming going on during the course of the week. And then we'll also have, you'll get to hear from a lot of players in the Detroit hip hop scene. We're gonna have them participate as ambassadors and really help welcome Rhapsody to the city, but also engage directly with the audience, engage directly with youth who may be following the conversation, and just leave people with something, have people walk away with something of value, and something positive from the hip hop community, that they might not have had before without that exposure. So we have some cool digital experiences coming. You'll be hearing from Rhapsody herself during the course of leading up to the event itself. And by the way, I know Piper mentioned that the foundation is an organization that is membership driven. We do have membership levels baked into ticketing currently. So if you join right now, you do get a discounted membership if you purchase your ticket as well to join the foundation. So if you are an artist, if you're passionate about any element in hip hop and you want to grow as an artist, this is an organization for you to join. And right now you have a discount to do so.
Yep.
All right, so some of the hot questions right now that I know people are gonna ask that I get from Detroit is different. Do I gotta like hip hop to come to this?
No.
Okay.
You. This is so. I just want to say, like, our definition of hip hop is not just the rapping; it's the whole culture. And so, because women, what people don't know, run hip hop, like your Sylvia Rones and all these people who are the decision makers, one would think that hip hop is a very male dominated industry, but there's a lot of women that are behind the scenes that push the business aspects. And so what we do is really work to have women be leaders, but not just the rapper, not just the singer, not just the dancer, but also the business person, the management, the entrepreneur, the videographer, all of those, as well as the women who are in front, right? And so, there's youth aspect to what we do. There's just a really wonderful community aspect to everything that we do. So I just wanted to center that because the music, and Sola and I have had plenty of conversations, Nina and I have had plenty of conversations, and these are conversations that we constantly have, is that the music must uplift women. And so that might be a vocalist, it might be a poet, it might be a rock band, with a rapper in it or something. It might be a B-girl dancing, or it might be a film that someone wrote, or it might be a book. So if you love culture and if you want to support women and you believe that you want to hear more positive, highlighting images of women, then getting involved is what you want to do. And so that's really what it's about. Hip hop is our vehicle, and our tool and our weapon and all of that. But yeah, and also I will say that the music is musical. So what's funny is Sola is new, but Nina and I have had many, many experiences with having to curate, what are people gonna be, engaging with? Because I'm more oh yeah, this loving person wants to be involved, and then Nina's it's not the brand. Which is right. You know what I mean? It's as much as I love you as a person, you might be a great person, but if your music is harmful, it's not our brand. And I just have to learn how to say no. And Nina and Sola also both helped me to say no. That is not good for women. So
I think what's also really key for anyone who's looking for a high quality performance musical experience, right? We are going to be focused on empowering women, so that's going to be a lot of the content that's going to be it's going to be showcased during the concert. But really, anyone who's interested in experiencing high quality arts would really enjoy being there at the concert on June 17th.
And the Garden Theater is sexy.
It's just it's good music. We're not just putting on, we're not throwing something together. We've been diligent in selecting Rhapsody as our featured entertainer, listening to her music, understanding what her points are and her messages in the music. She's Grammy award winning. She writes her own music. She's connected with all of the male hip hop artists that people believe are popular today. So she's making,
like Kendrick Lamar and
she's making
Ninth Wonder.
She's doing her thing. And we want to support that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And actually, the Grammy that she won was for a song that touches on colorism, complexion. I believe is the name of the track.
Which is
And
one
it's
of the women's things that we have to discuss. So, do you have to like rap or hip hop to come? And I think the ladies that we all agree that you appreciate music and you want to be involved in the community, and you understand or you have questions even about how all this happens. Want to be a part? Then yeah, this is definitely for you.
So just real quick about the conference, Stacy Hotwax Hale is she organized a really wonderful women in technology practice space, and so there'll be some beat making in there, music production. She's going to do teach women how to do recording. We also have Aisha Durham, who is a professor, and also we have, I said a lot of but we also have Ruth Nicole Brown. And so Ruth Nicole Brown and Aisha Durham are doing a piece together where they are presenting. And what's really cool is Ruth Nicole Brown also has a band called Soul Hot, and saving our lives. What is it? Oh my God, I have to look at it again. I don't know my
It'll
phone.
be on the website.
It'll be on the website. But
bit.ly/Rhapsody concert.
yeah, and so basically, these are women who have written books and are doing lectures and talking about things like, images of positive Black women for young girls. And so they're both really interested in how making positive images of Black women impacts girls, and that's something that we all care about. There's your mother, your daughter, we all care about youth and work with young people and things like that. And Sola here has interns that she works with, and Ashley's over there doing her thing on the social media.
Team members.
So I think and we all do mentoring and teaching and speaking, and so the conference is really to highlight as well as teach women these skill sets. There's also Venus Fly is gonna participate. They'll also be in the concert, and they'll be doing some workshops as well.
Venus Fly?
Oh, Venus Fly, awesome all-woman B-Girl crew. And Mama.
What is B-Girl?
Oh, B-Girl is the breakdance element of hip-hop.
Yes.
Of one of the 5 original elements of hip-hop. And Mama, who is a B-Girl and also married to Haleen, they have Hardcore Detroit, which is a Detroit B-boy crew, of which she's the woman. And so this is a collective of all the girls that are like the women in their B-boy crew, and it's called Venus Fly.
So good point. Not to exclude the guys from this concert either. We keep
Right.
talking about the women, but we're also talking about incorporating men who support women in this endeavor. So
like yourself.
artists, like young men behind the camera. I mean, so we don't do this alone, and so we don't want to exclude our wonderful men.
Yeah. And there's lots of men who support what we do, like your husband that waits for you till like whatever time in the morning while we're working.
Yeah.
Well, we can return you. Shouts out to David Coleman.